This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 29th day of November in the year 2018. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The People's Progressive Party is firing off at the Special Organized Crime Unit and the government over the decision to charge its Member of Parliament and former Minister Finale for fraud related to the sale of government lands to PPP and former government officials. The party believes it's a clear case of political victimization. Party General Secretary Barra Jagdeo.
And I do not think that they're going to leave it there. We've always suspected that this is how they will operate. In fact, there was this suspicion before, but now I think the results of the last local government elections and then this no confidence motion has forced them to accelerate that plan. Has forced them, and we see it unfolding before us.
Jagdeo himself is facing scrutiny over the sale of state lands. He bought the largest plot, which according to Soku was sold way below the market value. Today, Jagdeo said his party will fight the charges. He has refused to be questioned by Soku. In court yesterday, Finale was hit with 19 charges. He has declared his innocence. He was granted self-bail in the matter and told reporters that if Soku wants to charge him over the land sold to his party comrades, it should also charge him for land sold to every other Guyanese. More news coming up in a moment.
Christmas big, plus size big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, Christmas big, plus size big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas.
Ho ho ho! It's the GTT plus size Christmas. There's always more to love with GTT. Terms and conditions apply. See gtt.co.gy for details.
This Christmas, get a loan for your dream car with an extended repayment term. Spruce up your home with that renovation you always wanted and take advantage of low or no down payment. Get new appliances so you can cook up a storm. You'll get same-day approval. Plus, you can win a getaway to a destination of your choice. Visit RepublicGuyana.com today to find out how.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Get ready to ride it. Ready to ride it. Ride you in. Open up the new vibe. Drink up the boldness inside. Radical and fresh and wild. Catch the wave now. Ride bold, ride fresh, ride strong. Come on, ride the wave. Taste the action, satisfaction, perfection. Wave.
Ride the new wave of excitement sweeping Guyana. Wave Pale Ale, a premium, full-bodied, strong and refreshing alcoholic brew. Crafted to perfection for a bold, young, radical you. Don't settle for anything less. Catch a Wave Pale Ale and ride it today.
Wave Pale Ale.
Crafted to perfection.
Welcome back. The Berbice Bridge Company has moved to the High Court in an effort to reverse the move by the government to take control of the operations of the bridge. Earlier this month, the government, through the Minister of Public Infrastructure, took over the operations of the bridge over public safety concerns, in keeping with the Bridge Act and the contract signed for the public-private partnership. In its filings, the Berbice Bridge Company is asking the court to issue an order quashing that decision by the minister to take control of the operations of the bridge. It also wants an order to be granted quashing the government's decision to keep the tolls for the bridge in the current form. Additionally, the bridge company is seeking an order of prohibition which would prohibit the Minister of Public Infrastructure from exercising the functions of maintaining and operating the Berbice Bridge. The bridge company is also asking the court to declare that the minister has no power under the Berbice River Bridge Act or otherwise to approve or reject an increase in tolls by the bridge company. The company is also seeking several other orders in relation to the management and operation of the bridge. The Berbice Bridge Company was seeking to increase the tolls of the bridge by more than 300%. The government made it clear that it would not have allowed any such increase to go forward. The bridge company then made an offer to keep the tolls as is, but demanded that the government extends the life of the agreement for ownership of the bridge. The government's position was supported by the opposition, although the opposition raised some concerns about the takeover. The laws governing the bridge company allow for the government to move in and take over the operations of the bridge because of public safety concerns. Turning our attention now to the business sector, Scotia Bank is standing by its decision to sell out its operations in Guyana and 8 other Caribbean territories to Republic Bank. And Guyana has since expressed some concerns about the sale and the impact it could have on the local banking sector. The Finance Ministry has stated that it will be examining the issue closely, along with the government and the Bank of Guyana, which will have to decide on whether to allow the deal to go forward. Antigua has already indicated that it will be blocking the deal. The head of Scotia Bank in Trinidad and Tobago, Stephen Bagnarol, told a press conference there yesterday that the decision to pull out of the 9 countries was as a result of a move to refocus operations.
So let's be clear that these transactions that we have announced are still subject to regulatory approval. And we will work with all the different governments and regulators to make sure that there's a smooth transition. We are very comfortable and confident that we have been partnering up with very strong partners, in particular in the countries, in the 9 countries we talk about. Republic is a strong regional player that has intentions to grow, and there's no job loss where they're taking on 100% of the staff in these countries. So we will go through the process. We're a bank, we're a regulated entity, and we'll make sure we go through all the right channels and processes to make sure we do this, by the law and by the regulation.
The Scotiabank officials said it is not the case that the operations in the 9 countries were not profitable.
I would say that these markets are profitable markets. They are markets that present opportunities. We have just decided to focus on markets where we see being core to Scotiabank. Well, Republic will have market share in markets that we will no longer be in if this gets regulatory approval, and we will be in markets that they're not in. It's a hard to compare, but again, I think this presents itself as a great opportunity for Republic to expand into new markets, and as well as grow in the markets that they're already in, and for us to focus our time and energy and investments in our core markets.
Management of Scotiabank Guyana has been silent on the issue. News first broke 2 days ago, and while Republic Bank has issued a statement on the move, Scotiabank Guyana has been relatively silent. Staff members were reportedly caught by surprise with the news and are now concerned about job security in the event that a takeover would consolidate the banks. At least 2 other local commercial banks have expressed concern and worry about the takeover and may be looking to taking action of their own to challenge the move. In the world of politics, Chairman of the People's National Congress Reform, Valda Lawrence, today said she stands by her views on the issue of jobs and unemployment in the country. In a statement, she said measures are being put in place for the young and industrious to be afforded the opportunity of becoming self-employed or gaining meaningful employment. Opposition members and some on social media have lashed out at the PNCR chairman after it was reported in another section of the press that she told a private PNC members meeting that she only has PNC friends and would give jobs to PNC people. In her statement, she said she also stands by her views that party members must educate and position themselves to be in the 20% bracket that will be afforded government contracts. Ms. Lawrence, who is also the Minister of Public Health, said she has also called for absolute unity within her party. On the issue of attracting support from non-traditional bases, she said she's a Guyanese with mixed heritage, and it irked her when she get reports that little or no work is being done in perceived strongholds of the opposition. She said the party must bring everyone in, whether they look like her or not. Lawrence took over the chairmanship of the PNC Reform back in August after she won the elections for the position at the party's Congress. But opposition leader and former President Bara Jagdeo today lashed out at Lawrence over the statements that she made. Although Lawrence did not indicate what jobs she was referring to, Mr. Jagdeo used his press conference today to declare that her statements represent a corrupt practice.
So you got to be her friend first, and then you got to have the second qualification of being PNC. This is not the kind of thing you say in a country like ours. We have never done, in fact, this is illegal. Valder Lawrence could be charged for this because our laws say, labor laws say, you cannot discriminate against people on the basis of their gender, their sexual orientation, their whatever else, their race, their religion.
The PPP General Secretary said the PNC probably does not have more than 5,000 card-bearing members, and therefore Lawrence's statement would mean that a majority of the country would not be able to get jobs. He said he is surprised that more organizations have not come out against the statement, and it appears as though it is his party that has to fight for everything. And finally tonight, 3 men who are suspected to have carried out a robbery in the Ogle area but were nabbed in Georgetown with guns and ammunition have been charged and remanded to jail. The 3 appeared in court this morning. 24-year-old Sheldon Andrew, 30-year-old Adam MacDonald, and 27-year-old Casey Chapman stood before the chief magistrate and denied the charges. The court was told that on the 26th of November at High and Princess Street, the 3 were found with 1.32 Taurus pistol along with 12 live matching rounds and a 9mm pistol along with 7 live matching rounds, without any of them being the holder of a firearm license. It was further alleged that on the 5th of July at Rome on the east bank of the Marara, Casey Chapman, along with an accomplice, robbed Marcia Maria Martin of her phone, cash, gold, and several other items. The police prosecutor objected to bail for the 3 men. One of the attorneys claimed that his client was outside of the car having a conversation with the driver when they were all arrested and charged. He said his client, Adam MacDonald, was not part of any robbery or any other incident. In relation to the gun possession charges, the 3 were granted $200,000 bail each. The suspect, who was also charged in the robbery case, was denied bail. All 3 will have to make their court appearance again in December. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Gordon Mosley reporting.